Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. This is the Marshall Experience tonight. We got a special guest with us, Bryson. Bryson plays football for the Plow City Horsemen. They're having a great season this year, and we figured we'd get him on and talk about how the season's going, get to know him in a little bit, and talk about what's upcoming. Bryson, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Blessed to be on the show again.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So again, man, you play for the Plow City Horsemen up in Canton, Illinois. How, in your opinion, how's that season going, man?
The season's going good. We just have like a couple things to work on, but we getting everything going. I think we're 5-2 right now. We got our last season game coming up this week, right? Regular season game, and then we got playoffs after that. But if, if we switch the things that we need to switch, we're gonna be on the good side right now. We're still number one in the league, so staying positive. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that. I like that. I like that. So man, let's get to know you a little bit. Just a general question of why football. Why did you choose the sport football?
Well, crazy thing is that whenever I first started, I didn't start till I was in seventh grade. I didn't even want to play football until my first game, and I was scoring 4 or 5 touchdowns, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, and then after that, it just took off. And whenever I would go to different schools, and then not really knowing that stats matter when it comes to college and everything, and then whenever I went to, I think Louisiana's a 2A school. It's a small school, you know what I'm saying? Not really many people get picked for football. Didn't know what I was really doing. And then whenever they presented out of nowhere, I was all state returner. Like, not really much about running back, but returner, you know what I'm saying? I was
Mhm.
only 5'7", 5'8", 160 pounds. No college is gonna want somebody at 160 pounds as a running back, you know what I'm saying? So I got some looks, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't get the opportunity, so I had to fight my way up to where I am now. By Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of years that I wanted to give up, but that's why I'm glad I've made a lot of connections and a lot of good people along the way. So whenever I be talking about how I want to give it up, they're like, no, no, you got something special. You need to keep going. And then here we are 12, 13 years later and finally getting my shot at getting looked at.
Right. No, I definitely agree with you, man. After watching you play the last 3 or 4 years, there's definitely something special. So I can definitely say that. Another question: what would be, in your opinion, what would be your top accomplishment?
My top accomplishment would be like football wise,
It
man.
doesn't have to be football wise. I mean, it could just be general life, brother. I mean, depends on how you look at it.
My biggest accomplishment, I would have to say, my biggest accomplishment was actually contributing with my first ring, and that's with Team USA AFE.
Right.
That was my first ring, and actually being able to contribute in that, and it made me feel like I been busting my butt and working hard and finally getting where I need to, and then getting onto a pro indoor roster. That's
Right.
another, and now we're working back to it, knowing that I still got it.
Amen. Amen. Just out for the teammates, out for the question for the coaches, a question for your teammates. What makes playing with you so enjoyable?
Playing with me, I get everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm that type of person. Like if I'm eating, I want everybody else to eat too.
Right.
And I feel like I bring that different kind of energy that even when we down, but we still got to feel like we win it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody beating themselves up. Anybody can contest to that.
I like that answer. I like that answer. You sit there and you talk about 12, 13 years. A lot of people are like, wow, that's a really long time. And in football years, it could be.
Mm.
You find your way to where you're at now. What is the inspiration that kind of bodes into you keep pushing yourself?
Well, it's one of those things. Like I have kids, you know what I'm saying? It's like my grandparents would tell me, if you really want something, go fight for it, no matter how long it takes you. It's never it's never too long or never too short to reach the goals that you want. And then when you do reach it, just keep on reaching for the next goal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. Yeah, that's a long time, but at the same time, it's like every 2 years I'm reaching another step. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every step
Right.
is to the goal. And I really, what inspires me really is just showing all these kids who doesn't have hope trying to go to the next level. When they look at my story, be like, okay, if we just don't give up, we keep on pushing, we will get there.
Amen. Amen to that. So man, tell me a little bit about what's next. What you got coming up next? I hear a little bit about this America Bowl. Could you kind of describe how that works and what that's gonna look like?
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting the invite. It came out of nowhere, but I was blessed with the opportunity. But yeah, it's called the CF Bowl. CF Ball Bowl. It's they take the top USA players and they compete. Um, I know up at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium on May 30th, it's gonna be a show because I'm not gonna be the only one of the only top guys on the team. I'm going against all the top guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's not being live streamed because of the NFL. Since we're in the NFL stadium, you know what I'm saying? They don't
Wow,
want to.
I would imagine.
So, but it will. I will be having film from it, and the thing I like about it most is that they make sure to send out the film to people, to all the big people, to give everybody a chance. So we'd have like the jersey presentation uh, with the pool party, try to get the team connected. We'll have the game, and then after the game, we have a little after party to celebrate. And it's just like another way to get connections, but on a different level.
Right.
It's an opportunity. It's honestly an opportunity of a lifetime. And if anybody ever tries to apply or send your film to the Global Games, like you can go on to globalgames.org and you can submit all your film and everything and get evaluated by top coaches, college coaches, and stuff to get invited to these events. Um, you can, I would say, do it. Take a chance on yourself and do it. I did, and then 3 years later, I get invited. You never know who's watching. You never know when you get the opportunity, but when you get the opportunity, take it. That's what I did.
Amen, brother. Amen. Hey guys, so the Marshall experience is gonna be down there in Dallas with Bryson. We're gonna be covering him. We're gonna be covering this game as a whole. So make sure that you guys are tuning in, and it's gonna be like I said, like he said, it's gonna be a show. So Bryson, I appreciate you coming on, brother. Any time, any place. But again, it's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Have a blessed one.
Absolutely, brother.